Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to Spiritual Practice for the Mind. So I'm Anubhavananda. Raja Yoga is spiritual practice for the mind. I believe it is meditation. So I'm kind of curious as to what he has to say about it.
What is the spiritual practice? Yena chalad vayu samam chittam nishchalam driyate. A person, whosoever he may be, yaha is a pronoun, common. So anyone who is able to hold driyate, his mind or chittam, what it is, chalad vayu samam. The same word Arjuna used. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati balavat drudam. These are the four things. We have to work on all the four. Chanchalam, constantly from here to there, there to here, not in one place. Then Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramati. Not only the mind is disturbed, but it disturbs our all faculties. A person who has disturbed mind, you can immediately find out from the eyes. A person who is with a disturbed mind, you can never feel at home near him or her. You like to avoid them. Because mind is reflected in the eyes. Mind is reflected in the skin. Mind is reflected in our movement in the world. Because mind alone is living. Body is just a house. So, Pramati, Balavat, and very strong.
Also, that's an interesting thing he said there. The body's just a house, the mind is the living. I mean, I understand what I understand what he means by that. I never thought about it that way. Where essentially, without the mind or the brain, the mind. We'll keep it at the mind. So the brain does include the mind in there, but the mind's a subsection of the brain itself. Because obviously we use 100% of our brain, but we don't actively use it. I guess you could say, like, whenever your brain, when you're not saying, okay, go 50 heartbeats a minute. No. When I'm asleep, let's breathe every few seconds. No, your brain kind of takes over a lot of those activities like digestion, growth, certain things that the brain does in your body. But the mind itself is you thinking, your ego. Thinking, choosing, deciding, happy, sad, remorseful, glad, all these things. Without the mind, the body's just there. It's an auto mode. It'll probably react to things, like whenever you get hit, like with the funny bone or the like the little nerve there. Where if you hit that, your arm will spaz. It's reactionary, reacting. Like your eyes will blink probably. If you touch the eye up, I'm not sure. There's certain activity that without the mind, the body will still do. It'll breathe. It'll digest food. I don't think it'll actively chew the food, but it'll digest the food. You'll pee when you have to pee. You'll do the other end too. But without the mind, it won't do anything necessarily. That's what he's essentially trying to say, basically.
We cannot hold the mind by our efforts only, but when we invoke God's grace, one thing. Second thing, if something higher is given, then the lower things are dropped. One young boy asked me this question. I am unable to do anything, my mind is so disturbed, what should I do? I say, simple thing, seek something higher, lower things drop. Now those students who are planning their career from the class 8 or 9, they are a totally different quality of students. Therefore, they have already something higher in their life. Naturally, they will not get involved, attracted toward the cheap things of the life. Therefore, when we are seeking something higher, lower things drop. So Balavan and Drudham. Drudham means obstinate. This obstinacy comes in our life when we become Duragrahi. Duragrahi means what? We insist everything should happen according to us. Drudham, Duragraha. Duragraha is a terrible thing. So, how to control that? There also he uses the same word. Chalad vayu samam chittam. See? Chanchalami mana Krishna pramati balavadrunam tasyaham nigraham manne vayoho iva sudushkaram. Same thing. Same words. See? Chalad vayu samam. Like it is impossible to control the. You can control anything, but when the tremendous wind starts blowing, you can't do nothing about it. Same thing happens with our mind. Therefore, the teacher says here, Yena chalad vayu samam chittam yena dhriyate nishchalam. So all our spiritual practice is only this much.
Okay. Let me go back over that real quick.
Therefore, when we are seeking something higher, lower things drop.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so with this, what he says here, I just want to put caution a little bit there because, don't assume everything that is lower is actually lower. I know he doesn't mean it this way. It's just that sometimes people can misinterpret it, and this is my belief, and what he means by this is that obviously, your friends are not lower, your family's not lower. Maybe some strangers not lower. Maybe some strangers trying to get you to go party and to meet some people. And you may think that's a lower thing, but in reality, it could be a higher thing because maybe you're trying to get into something, and those people are in that party. It's kind of a hard thing to really judge and know for sure without a doubt. So an example would be like. You go to this party and there's some executives there that are in the business that you want to be in, but because you didn't go because you think it's lower, you miss out on opportunity to introducing yourself to these people. And then who knows, if you actually did go to the party, maybe you have an easier time getting into this job that you want. So just, I guess, be wise about what you think is lower, and I'm sure this is what he means. It doesn't, not to say that there's second class people or second class things out there, but be wise in what you choose to do with your time and what you see as something higher and something lower. You want to elevate yourself, but you don't want to see things as lower than yourself, not in an arrogant manner, but in a manner to understand that these things are more important, and these things are things that can wait, like partying. Maybe going out to the movies, maybe not be the right time, but at the same time, you've been studying for so long, you're getting tired, and maybe going out to watch a movie may be something that's good, something to kind of clear your mind, to kind of reset you, give you a good rest, and start again. you know uh, Things that are lower and higher can be subjected to about anything. Studying overnight could be a higher thing, or studying overnight can be a lower thing, because even if you're studying, if you're not retaining that information, it's going to be a lower thing, because you don't want to be doing something that you cannot, retain or use or get a benefit from it. Some people do very well in kind of a last minute kind of study. They retain that information pretty good because they know that, well, this is it. If they don't retain it, then that's it. So just I guess to be mindful of what is higher and lower things, because you never know, but be wise about it. There are definitely missed opportunities out there because people chose not to do it, but it's not like they knew that these were missed opportunities. So, like I said, just be mindful and be wise about the decisions that you make. So that's my reaction to spiritual practice of the mind. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, the sign down below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next vid.